Madam Speaker, $20 billion of inflationary spending, massive tax hikes on everyday essentials, continued high inflation, a potential economic slowdown. All of this in one fiscal update. Are the Liberals aware of how badly they're failing?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Finance.
The economic statement puts forward a plan that leverages our strong fiscal position while lowering our deficit by $16 billion. It also modernizes Canada's research facilities, strengthens Canada's anti-avoidance tax measures, makes life and housing more affordable while eliminating inefficient fossil fuel subsidies. Instead, we're investing in clean, sustainable jobs of the future that Canadian workers are going to help us all make happen. This is what it means to have a strong environment and a strong economy working hand in hand, and that's exactly what we're doing, Madam Speaker.
The member for Northumberland, Peterborough South.
If only Canadians could eat that word salad. It has been observed that Liberals define compassion by how many people government helps. Conservatives define compassion by how many people government doesn't have to help. It seems like this Liberal government is intent on making everyone dependent on this government. Will this Liberal government finally show a little fiscal discipline, a little compassion, and relent on their tax hikes and let Canadians live their lives?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Madam Speaker, our government has focused for the last 7 years on reducing poverty, and because of that, millions of Canadians have been lifted out of poverty. That includes children, that includes seniors. In fact, our legislative agenda this session is focused on compassion. It's making sure that kids under the age of 12 can get the dental care that they need. It's making sure that 11 million Canadian households get hundreds of dollars to help deal with the cost of living, because although inflation is a global phenomenon, Canada is in a good position to deal with it, so we're going to be there to help people instead of ignoring them like the Conservatives.
Speaker, well, the feedback from my community on the fall economic statement was not positive. Yesterday, including someone who asked how long they will have to wait for this nightmare to end, and another saying that the Liberals have a boot in our back. On this side of the House, we have been calling on the government continually to stop their inflationary tax increases, and of course we've seen that this is not what the government is doing. Why won't the Liberals cancel their plans to triple the taxes on gas, triple the taxes on groceries, and triple the taxes on home heating?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I won't get into the various ways that the member has her information wrong. Rather, I would like to talk about the fall economic statement of yesterday, which will help Canadian workers in particular, which will help students who will see an elimination of the interest on their loans, that will help families that are having difficulty buying groceries, that are seeing the cost of things rise due to the global inflation that Canada is not sheltered from. We have a real plan to support Canadians.
L'honorable député de Colonial Lake Country. The Honourable Member for Colonial Lake Country.
Well, if you listen to the Liberals, you would think that Canadians have never had it so good. And they always list off all these new benefits that they've created for people. Well, who pays for those benefits? People pay for it out of taxes. And then the government takes that, gives them a little bit back, and then they pat themselves on the back. And that's what's playing out here, Madam Speaker. Again, why won't the Liberals cancel their plans to triple taxes on gas, groceries, and home heating?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Madam Speaker, we know that global inflation is affecting everyone, although Canada is in a pretty good position to be able to help those that are most affected. In fact, inflation in Canada is 6.9%, while it's higher than 10% in most in Europe. It's higher than 8% in the United States. And, you know, we put forward a plan that is fiscally responsible and helps invest in making life more affordable. The Conservative Affordable Plan is very straightforward. They want to stop fighting climate change, and they want to tap into the pensions of seniors right when they need it the most. It's not a responsible plan, Madam Speaker.